Okay, let's go back to history. When exactly and by who this country was emerged? When and by who? And under what kind of considerations?
I don't think we have the time.
This is the heart of the.
I don't think
not the problem. This is something that you have to answer.
We don't have the time to go back to history.
Read it carefully. But I don't want
national awareness has existed during all 5 centuries of Turkish.
We know each other. We know each other very well.
We know each other, but you don't seem to know my history. So
you know me very well, and no, I believe that you know that I'm a person of, or a person who tries to be constructive.
I would have expected more constructiveness from politician.
Forward-looking, and my firm belief is that if both countries create a necessary atmosphere, a positive atmosphere, if Gruevski stops these silly provocations, then we have a permissive environment for fruitful negotiations. But this provocation should stop.
Right, we agree with that.
Not tomorrow, now, yesterday.
Everybody in Macedonia agrees with your point of view, but on the other side, we want the Greek government to respect the Macedonian national pride, that is its language and its identity. So let's meet halfway.
We respect all our neighbors in the region. That's why we propose, and recently the government, I don't believe that there is a very substantial initiative, but in the past we took substantial initiatives to push and to help and to give our all assistance and help to our neighbors in the region to become members of the European family.
Right,
and this is what we believe.
All these initiatives are vain if at the end you just deny the right to self-determination of a people. The Macedonian language permitted to these people to survive through the centuries without the state.
I will close with a very positive note. Enjoy the visa liberalization. Visit European countries. Visit Greece.
We need money for that, and we need negotiations with the European Union for that. Do you believe in the European Union mediation?
You mentioned economy. I know that in the region, Greece is included. We have problems, of course, of a different nature, but we have problems, economic problems. Your country has serious economic problems. Greek investors are there, and I think that this is very helpful for your economy, and you should not underestimate this fact. And, of course, you are faced with a difficult economic situation. Why somebody would spend a huge amount of money to create and mount a huge statue of Alexander the Great to be erected in the main square of Skopje? Does this make any logic?
No.
Does the renaming of Corridor 10, make any logic? These are questions that I have to explain to my fellow Greeks. Can you explain this to Greeks? No, you cannot.
I want to ask you, how do you feel being a problem in the European Union because of the Cyprus issue, because of the Macedonian issue, and now with the economic bankruptcy? You are being a pain in the European Union. You know.
Don't offend me.
No, I'm not offending you. But why don't you just become a little bit more flexible on at least one issue and let it be Macedonia?
Countries and peoples with a long history, like the Greek people, they have their time of crisis, their time of problems. What is important is the endurance of the countries, the endurance of the people, the endurance of the civilizations, and who have been there for 6,000 years. Don't forget that. This is a crisis that will make us stronger. Okay, we'll overpass this crisis, and of course, this region is a very difficult region. Eastern Mediterranean is a very difficult region. Cyprus, yes. The Cypriots are victims of an invasion. What do we have to say? Just to close our mouths, say nothing about it? No, we cannot do that. History, rights, human rights, justice will be asking for us to make the point of the problems and the difficulties that we have. European Union is not a club of joyful people drinking and smiling. This is a family that has become family in order to solve problems. Nobody is a pain.
I see that you are being very sensitive to human rights issues. When will Greece recognize the Macedonian minority in Greece?
Sorry?
The Macedonian minority in Greece. There is a political party led by
There is no Macedonian minority in my country. There is no
Macedonian people.
There are no Macedonian minority in my country. There are 50, 100 people that even by saying that they are Greeks, they say that we speak a language or whatever. But this is not a minority. Please, don't go to this dead end. This is a dead end.
So this is like a double standard.
If you believe, as I believe, that the solution of this problem could give an impetus for more stability, more prosperity, and European perspective in the region, don't make this kind of mistakes.
Okay, let me ask one last question because we're running out of time. Do you believe that the EU could be a mediator in the name issue?
This is up to the government to decide. My personal understanding is that we should stick to the UN negotiations. If there are other possibilities of facilitating and not replace or a substitute to the main negotiations, this is something that one could examine. But this is up to the Greek government to decide.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.